So, you guys might not necessarily understand why I was so quick to be gung-ho with you all earlier. I feel it is responsible of me to give an explanation. You see, I've been hiding out with the Felucians for quite some time now, because despite their, let's call it a lack of charisma, they, they're simple, and to be blunt, they're tribal. I kind of like that about them. They look to me as somebody who could defend their tribe when the expletives hit the fan a little bit too fast for them to naturally do. But I gotta say, they're quite natural predators. They're amazing. And as I've said before, just look around. The scenery, the landscape, nothing like it out there. Did you know there is a variant of the Vorzdiak mushroom that grows here? And I'm talking about the famous one that people cook with. I'm telling you, you make a little bit of fire, you collect some of those, you're going to be tasting what kings must have eaten. But, but despite all that, this place rarely gets visitors, so I'm sure when you guys landed, it was quite a shock.
And with those words, quite a shock, they sort of, two of the preceding Mandrake young braves sort of hold back the brush and shrubbery of the jungle floor, and shock is the word as we literally pour and stumble onto the edge of what appears to be a hidden village. The village appears to have been carved completely out of the massive mushrooms that dominate the Felucian landscape. Each one looks old and petrified, making the mushroom huts appear far more solid than their still living counterparts elsewhere in the jungle. In the center of the village, a number of Felucians gather in a half circle, squatting by a cooking fire and turning to look at you as you enter. Although the village area has been cleared, small mushrooms and other plants still rise up from the ground, as though the jungle itself resists any attempts at civilization. Mandrake leads you into the center, hailing the sitting circle, sort of excusing your interruption, addressing the Felucians in their guttural tongue. And what plays out before you is almost expected. 5 braves went out. Mandrake chased after. Only 4 return. These young brave men return to their families, report to their friends, talk about events that happened. A lot of curious natives are looking at us, kind of standing on the edge of the village. Mandrake excuses himself for a moment and says he'll be right back as he goes to seek the leader.
Hey guys, listen, and I'll point to the direction of like some I don't know what the equivalent of it would be, like a fire circle, somewhere in the center of some hut like mushrooms. And I'll say, if you're cold, if you just need to get comfy, take a break.
Mule area.
Yeah, that I just described.
Yes, exactly.
When I talk. Okay.
Feel free to relax here. When I come back, I'm going to be looking for you here. I need to run and handle something that I need to be responsible for.
Okay.